Welcome back, everybody, to Mariners franchise in its season 2 here in MLB The Show 25 as the Mariners, the 5th-ranked team in baseball, according to the statistics, look to make a run deeper into the playoffs than last year. Of course, last year came up short in the wild card series versus the Yankees, who eventually went on to lose in the ALCS. But I think we improved in the offseason. I think we can make a run deep into the playoffs. If not, maybe a World Series berth. We might need to make some moves at the deadline. Might need to make some free agency signings. If anything happens, maybe some moves on the waiver wire. But there's not a lot of big stuff in free agency, if I even wanted to do that. So more so trades. We'll obviously be looking out on the trade block. Oh, there won't be anybody there yet. We'll be a lookout on the trade block. We will be an active team, I do believe, in the trade block because I don't think this lineup is going to cut it. Either one of these lineups. So in the last episode, I said that I was going to change some things around. So let's get into it now. Changing things around here and making this team major league ready. Because I don't think we are at our best right now with what the CPU wanted to do. So first off, the CPU wanted to have Kendall Graveman up. I love Kendall Graveman. Oh, okay, I gotta keep him up. Okay, gotta keep Kendall Graveman up. So that means that we are going to miss out on having Pomeranz in the majors right now, which I guess is fine. Kendall had a really good spring training, so I guess I'm okay with having Kendall Graveman. I don't really want to DFA him, but I guess I'm gonna have to because I think Pomeranz is the better player. So we will just DFA Kendall Graveman. Sadly, I wish you didn't have to do that, but I know why. I just wish they would have started him in AAA like I intended, and then I wouldn't have had to do that. But we will bring up Drew Pomeranz as one of our moves. And then our other move is going to be here. We're going to call up Ryan Bliss, obviously. Harry Ford is not going to start on the Major League roster, or K. Marlowe is not going to start on the Major League roster. That will be Ryan Bliss. And Ryan Bliss will play most every day for us. Not a lot of other people, I would think, maybe even debut this year. There's a few guys that we could see debut this season, and we'll do some stuff in the minors as well this year, more so than last year, because now we've got guys that we've drafted coming along. But let's go ahead and quickly get through this. This looks pretty good. I think Santos to be here. I don't want Santos pitching a lot of innings, to be honest with you. Spire here. I would like Brash to be the highest of these guys, but I guess Morejon's good too. Morejon had a really good year, so swap these. I don't think this really matters, but if it does, I'd rather have Morejon and Brash pitching more than Sewald. Granted, I do love Sewald. I'm excited. Luke Weaver here now, our most recent signee, had a great year last year, great 2 years with the Yankees, and over 100. It's about over 150 games right there. So I'm excited to see what he can do with us. Actually, it's not. It's like 130 games. My math's not good. Anyway, 138 games to be precise with you. Andres Munoz, off a career worst season. We need to have him here. We don't need him to close. Gabe Spire was a great closer for us last year. He will remain in that closer role. Now, in terms of our rotation, I love the 1-2-3 here. Castillo will be the 4th pitcher. He had a great year last year, but he's getting older. He's 33. So younger guys like Gilbert, who's 28, Kirby, who's 28, and Wu, who is 26, as well as Bryce Miller here, who's 27, can be around this area. But these top 3, you might not find a better top 3 in the business. Now, as for the lineups, this looks good right here, but Cal's going to bat 3rd in both lineups. Lamont will... Okay, this is right-handed, so Lamont could DH, I guess. I don't hate this lineup. Who's playing 3rd? Kike? No. Brian Hayes is our everyday 3rd baseman. I know he's not great against right-handed hitting, but his defense is a 99. He's got to play every day. Left field, that will be Ryan O'Hearn against righties. So he brings a really good spot to this team for right-handed hitting. And Dylan Moore, he really doesn't have to play. We could just play Ryan Bliss here every day at 2nd in a spot like this. JP always batting 9th. I like that spot for him. And Lamont, I'm okay with having Rayleigh over Lamont, who we brought in as well, off of a Another solid year for the Giants. He's just been such a consistently great player. So good against the right-handed side of the batter's box, but he's got a really good um, contact versus left, so he'll play against lefties for us as well. I do like this lineup here. I think this is good. We're going to move up O'Hearn a little bit. There's your right-handed hitting lineup. As for left-handed hitting, is where it gets interesting because now Lamont's going to have to play first, and DH will be Kike. Oh, no, it won't be. That's a crazy idea. Kike's defense is good enough for him to play on the defensive end. Um, and I'm okay with Bliss. I kind of want Bliss starting. Let's see. Where are we going to put him? I guess Kike could play for where Hilliard is. Kike could play left on days like this. And we do Dylan Moore at DH. And then we do Bliss at second. Because I want Bliss to play every day. I think Bliss is good enough at this point to play every day. Do a little bit more reordering here. That's the wrong button. I like to have the lineups look pretty similar on both days, but I think this is good on both days. Here's the lineup against right. Here's the lineup against left. And maybe we move up Dylan Moore to this spot here because Dylan Moore's really, really good against left-handed hitting, especially in real life. And then maybe Kike up one more. Brian Hayes actually can be here. Actually, that's fine. And then that's that. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into the regular season, the opening day game here against the Orioles, who were the number 1 seed in the AL last year before getting outed by the Yankees, who we lost to. And we will keep this there as that uniform. And we will get here into the main event of this episode, the opening day game. Second straight year, Logan Gilbert will be starting on opening day. The lineup looks pretty good. I like what we've done to it. We've added Lamont Wade. We've added Ryan O'Hearn. We have a lot of good mix of right, left, and switch. And I'm excited for that. And the bullpen was the big issue last year. We had so many blown saves. I think we counted the last episode as like 18, 17 or 18. And we gotta fix that. We had to fix it. And I think we did a pretty good job at fixing that. That's what we've been focusing on. And I think we've made it to the point where the bullpen's going to be a good spot for this team. As it is opening day 2026 for the Mariners. I'm so excited to get into this. And let's do it. Let's go into it right now. Here, opening day for the Mariners. In T-Mobile Park. Orioles versus Mariners. A lot of good games these two teams have had over the past number of years, including the John Means no-hitter. Of course, last year, the extra innings game where Kirby threw 9 innings and got a loss, which is hilarious. But Logan Gilbert on the mound for the Mariners opening day. Last year on opening day, he was not very effective. Let's see if he can change that and turn it around here as we get to the first pitch of the season to top prospect Jackson Holliday, who is on the Major League roster here. Let's see what he did last year, Jackson Holliday, for the Orioles. I assume he played most games. He did. Looked really solid for his first full season. Of course, in 2024, he struggled mightily, but he was only, 19 or 20? So he's coming into here now, probably a guy you look to maybe break out into an all-star candidate. As for Logan Gilbert, last year, 33 starts, 11-9, a 3.4 ERA, a 1.05 WHIP. He was the All-Star or Cy Young favorite until about the last 2 months of the year, where he really fell off a cliff. Now, last year he struggled a lot with command, so let's see if he can sort of find that command that he's lacked over the past few years. This is hit to left, a bloop single to start off the season for the Orioles. And Jackson Holliday starts off well, getting on base. And he is a running threat, so you need to watch out for a possible stolen base here. It brings up Jordan Westberg, one of the better second basemen in baseball, former All-Star. Slider, or fastball, sorry, right down the middle for a strike. Cal Raleigh behind the dish. Logan and Cal, of course, one of the best batteries in the history of the Mariners, and of course, also college roommates. Or high school roommates, one of the two. This is fouled off. It'll be 1-2 to Jordan Westberg. And he'll start off with the ball. That should have been a strike, and it was a lot of that towards the end of last season with these umpires. calling a lot of close pitches, balls, when they really should have been strikes. It came to cost us multiple times last year. He goes right back to it, a little bit lower, but fouled off by Westberg. Good location on it. 2-2. Grounds it, base hit, and it gets by Robles. That's brutal. Just a brutal start to the season. It'll be a run score. My goodness. The sprinkler comes out for the Orioles here in the first. I mean, just two really not great hit balls, find gaps, and Victor Robles makes a big mistake in right. I have no idea what the game was doing because I took the right path to the ball and just didn't go to it. And that strikeout, which was not a strikeout, comes back to haunt Logan Gilbert. There's another strike.
That's a ball. 2-0.
And then that wasn't a strike either, so the zone is neither high or low. It's like very, very small, I guess. There's a strike for Gilbert. In big need of that. Another strike. It'll be 2-2. This is grounded to Bliss. A run will score. It's 2-0 Orioles. Very early on in this game. But an out's recorded for the first time. Of course, Robles did not touch that ball, so it will be not an error, and it will be 2 earned runs to Logan Gilbert already. His ERA is already at a 54. Versus Tyler O'Neill here. By the way, Tyler O'Neill, last 9 opening days, he's hit a home run. 8 or 9. Or I think maybe 7. It's nuts. So, if someone's going to hit a home run today, odds are it's Tyler O'Neill on opening day. He's the greatest opening day hitter of all time. He fouls that off. Quickly down 0-2. See if Gilbert can get a strikeout here. He does on the slider. Down goes O'Neill. Brings up Colton Cowser, former runner-up to Rookie of the Year in 2024. Solid player, can play a lot of positions for the Orioles. Inside fastball called a strike. Rightfully so, it was. It's a 1-1 count.
Nope, that's a ball.
Another strike called a ball. It'll be a very tight zone today. Ball is flown foul. If you're new to the channel, I do a lot of very realistic commentary until the end of games, and then I get really into the games, and then I start not really commentating realistically. 2-2 here for Logan Gilbert. And it's a strike 3. It is a strike. It just is. It caught the entire zone for a ball. This has been a brutal start for the umpires so far. I mean, if you're the third base ump, you got to catch that too. I mean, that's a strike. I'm not really worried about the check swing as much as that was a strike on the pitch itself. 3-2. Fouled off. It's got to be a horrifyingly frustrating first inning for Logan Gilbert. He got a strikeout to get the second guy out, sorry. Would have been 1 out, 1 on. Who knows what could have happened from there. And now he's in a dogfight with Cowser, over 25 pitches already. He gets the swing and a miss. Brutal first inning from the umpires, costs the Mariners 2 runs. And it is 2-0 Orioles. It's Michael King, the big free agent signing for the Orioles in the offseason. They also signed Zach Gallen. It's a 3.05 ERA for King. A lot of strikeouts for the former Yankee reliever. Brings up Victor Robles to start off the season. He hit 309 for the Mariners last year. 184 hits. 185 hits. One of the two. Swing and miss on that sinker, which acted more of a slider right there. Robles has to be one of the better waiver wire pickups in Mariners history at this point. This is hit off the glove of Henderson, and the run will be on. A runner will be on for the Mariners. It's an error. It's ruled a base hit. I mean, that's just a terrible ruling. These umpires are just on something today, even though that was a scorekeeper issue. Brings up Julio Rodriguez. Fouls off a changeup. Julio had a good year last year. His probably second best year of his career. Behind his beautiful rookie year. This is hit pretty well. This will be a nice cutoff there in right. Saves a run. If that gets to the gap, it's a run and a double, maybe triple for Julio. But quickly 2 on for the Mariners after that big first inning for the Orioles. They look to strike back quickly here on opening day. Really good job here cutting off the ball in right. I believe whoever 17 is. We'll take a look. That would be in right. Colton Cowser. Good play by him. Brings up Cal Raleigh off the best career year of his career. This is punched out to left field. A run will score, and the Mariners get one back. It's a hit parade so far for both these teams. 5 total in the first inning. Cal Raleigh gets on the board for the Mariners, his first RBI of the season. We didn't even have time to take a look at his stats. Brings up Luke Raley, who was just a little bit better than the year before. Like, literally by 0.1% he was better. So, hopefully he even improves on that. He's been a good player for the Mariners. Swing and a miss. Swing happy so far. But King is throwing a lot of pitches in the zone. His velo is not overpowering. So, someone I'm comfortable with. That's fouled off. Raley acquired from Tampa Bay in 2024. I don't remember if that was a trade or a free agent signing. But he was a Dodgers draft pick. 0-2. Fouled off again. A lot of stuff sort of near the bottom of the zone so far in this at-bat. 3 straight foul balls for Raley. There's a swing and a miss. Another low pitch gets Luke Raley to chase. And that'll be 1 out for Michael King. A necessary 1 out. Gonna bring up Lamont Wade. His first at-bat here for the Mariners. He looked good in spring. See if he can bring what he brought to the Giants to the Mariners. Really good, effective hitting against right-handers. This is hit pretty good to left field. Lamont Wade drives one deep to the warning track in his first at-bat. Tag up by Julio. He is safe. And Lamont Wade just misses a home run by about a foot in his first at-bat as a Mariner. It will bring up Ryan O'Hearn, another signing for the Mariners. He is a former Oriole, so this is a revenge game for him. He spent 3 years in Baltimore, where he really did specialize in hitting right-handed pitching. So hopefully he can do that here with the Mariners. His first at-bat as a Mariner. That's fouled off to the left side. Don't know how many chances you'll get this good in this game. Hopefully a lot, but you never know. 0-1. That's a ball. That's the first ball, I believe, thrown by King. He's not thrown a lot of pitches, but he's been hit up pretty good. This is hit really well, but it'll be caught in right. Big exit velo on that, 100 exit velo. Caught by Cowser. A run will score for the Mariners. It's 2-1 Orioles. Brings up Kobe Mayo for the Orioles. See if Logan can get a shutdown inning here. He needs one. Gets a swing and a miss on Kobe Mayo there. The 4th round pick for the Orioles in 2020. He was a part of that really excellent 2023 Orioles farm system with guys like Rutschman and Henderson and Vassallo and himself and Cowser. 2022, I guess that'd be 2022. I don't think they have Vassallo yet at that point. But over the past 4 years, they've had just a truly elite bullpen. Or not bullpen. Truly elite farm system. It's grounded, or fouled off by Mountcastle. Now, absent right now, seemingly, is Adley Rutschman, unless we've already faced him. He's batting 8th, which is pretty low. I know in real life he's struggling But batting 8th is kind of nuts. I don't know if he's batted that low in his career. It's fouled off by Mountcastle, 0-2. To a guy that I've looked at in the past to maybe trade for. Strike 3 call. Third strikeout for Gilbert. His first one looking, and brings up Adley Rutschman. What has he been doing? Of course, 2023 he was an all-star. 2024 he was a little bit worse, but of course his rookie year was utterly fantastic. I believe he won Rookie of the Year. No, he did not. I guess that would be Julio. Ha! Lol. It's Julio. But 2024 was a regression year, and he got worse in some spots, better in some spots in 2025. So they hope for a bounce back year more so towards his 2023 season where he was an MVP candidate. Of course, in real life, through about 50 games, he's hitting like 190. And granted, he's not played every day, so it'd be more like 20 or 30 games for him. Still not great from your franchise catcher. That's a really nice backup slider. Call the ball. This is a terribly umpired game thus far. There's the bottom of that screen. Mariners lead the farm system rankings with 8 players in the top 100. Of course, Harry Ford, I believe, will be on there, but he will not be for long. And Adley Rutschman is not going to be up for long. Strike 3 looking. It's 4 for Logan. And that's the inning he really needed after that first inning. Quick inning, momentum inning. See if the Mariners can get that other run back and tie this game. Brings up Brian Hayes, who for the Mariners was really good last year. Struggled mightily with the Pirates, but with the Mariners, he was much better. This is hit the other way, base hit. Well-timed single into right field for Brian Hayes. So, he's starting against right-handed hitting, paying off thus far with a single, 101 off the bat. We'll bring up Ryan Bliss, who looked really good in spring as well. This is flown out to center field. Play will be made. One down. A lot of quick early swings for the Mariners so far. It's working. 4 hits already, but only the 1 run. Brings up J.P. Crawford, who needs to have a good year. I think he's the guy on the team with the most to lose. Back-to-back years, an OPS under 700, under 650 even, when in 2021 and 2023 he was a really good player for the Mariners. They need him to be back to that form, and even in 2022 he showed value, but the last 2 years he's been bad. See if he can start hitting again. Swing and a miss
0-1
on that changeup.
Let's keep the inning alive.
That's inside. 1-1 now to J.P. Crawford, who I look at as the captain of this team. Maybe Cal Raleigh, but JP's been there longer. He's kind of the heart and the soul of the team. The team runs on how good J.P. Crawford plays at some points. This is hit to third and caught, which is actually kind of lucky because that would have been a double play and would have ended the inning. So good play by Westberg, who's playing third. I guess he's a third baseman, not a second baseman. Whatever. Good play, though, to get that out. Brings up Victor Robles. Singled his first time up, apparently. It was definitely an error. It's inside.
1-0.
Mariners have no shortage of runners on so far, but just the 1 run here through 1 2/3. This is hit to shortstop. Henderson will make that play look easy. Throws it on to second, and that will be 3 outs. Michael King allows his 4th hit of the game, but gets out of there with no damage done. It's Kierstad, Holiday, and Westberg up next. Heston Kierstad, another one of those guys in that Orioles farm system over the past 4 years that's just sprung up to being a star prospect for the Orioles.
Ball 1, no strikes. Ball 2.
2-0 for Heston Kierstad, the 9-hitter. Never want to walk the 9-hitter, letting it at the top of the lineup, but especially when the top of the lineup has 2 hits today. Fouled off there by Kierstad. It's 2-2. Really anything on the table for Gilbert here. He goes curveball. It's fouled off. Well located. Maybe he needs a bit more bite to it. 2-2. Fouled off again. That one's on the corner. Really good pitch. Probably would have been called a ball. 2-2. Payoff pitch for Gilbert. It's in the dirt. 3-2. Long at bat here for Kierstad. Heading towards the 9th pitch, I believe. 3-2 again. Goes back to the fastball. Raleigh takes off his mask. Looks for a play on the ball. There is none. 3-2 to Kierstad after multiple foul balls in a row. This is hit to center field. Julio on his horse to make the catch. It'll be one down. Going to bring up the top of the lineup for the Orioles again. Jackson Holliday led off with a base hit on, I believe, the first pitch of the game. Might have been the second pitch, but either way.
Nope.
Good take there.
1-0.
A lot of first pitch balls for the Mariners starter.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
1-1 count here. That's a nice slider, or a splitter. Don't know how you take that. That did everything you want it to do. Ran away from the bat. Did everything. Did not get the swing. It'll be 2-2 here to Jackson Holliday. Didn't click the right pitch. Hopefully this still works.
We got full count.
Back-to-back 3-2 counts to start this inning. Gilbert already at 50 pitches here in the third with only 1 out. This is popped up to Brian Hayes. Third base coach moves away. Allows Hayes to come in, make an easy catch. 2 down here in the third. Brings up Jordan Westberg, who had an RBI triple, which is more like a single and an error, but I know Victor did not touch the ball, so technically it's not. He also struck out anyway, so it's fouled off by Westberg. Caught too much of the plate, but luckily he was very early on it. 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
So 1-1 count now to Westberg, former All-Star for the Orioles. Former fantasy player for me that was excellent in helping propel my team to the finals, where I lost. 1-2 count now to Westberg. And he strikes out for the second time tonight. Yes, I'm counting the first one. Logan Gilbert, 1-2-3 inning for back-to-back innings. Looking much better after that first. Brings up Julio now for the Mariners. Had a single in the first inning. Could have been a double if Cowser didn't make such a good play on it. This is hit so hard, but foul. 106. On a middle sweeper. Don't want to throw that one too much to Julio Rodriguez. Go back to Baltimore, and the crowd is nuts.
0-2.
That one distracted me. I swung at a bad pitch there. 0-2 now to Julio. It's a really nice sweeper there. Had a lot of movement on it. Julio able to foul it off. King's pitch count is about the opposite of George Kirby, or Logan Gilbert so far. He's at 24 pitches. It's a ball. Nice take by Julio. Julio chants here in T-Mobile Park. For the Mariners superstar who swings and misses at a sinker inside. I think it was more of a protecting swing than a swing for a power swing. Just missed it. Up comes Cal Raleigh with an RBI in the first inning. Swings and misses at the sinker, which is starting to really heat up the Mariners.
Let's go, Mariners.
know it's a long way in the future, but you don't want this game to be anywhere near close when Felix Bautista enters the game. Oh, 2 to Cal Raleigh. Strike 3 called. The third strikeout for King. That slider is, that second sinker is crazy. Brings up Luke Raley. Looking for something for the Mariners here in the third. He will get something for the Mariners in the third. It'll be a 2-out double for Raley. And it's messed up and left. Won't advance the third on that. Actually, probably could have advanced the third on that. But hindsight's 20/20. Raley gets a big double there with 2 outs. It brings up Lamont Wade, who hit a warning track flyout his last time up. Lamont up the middle. He's going to tie the game in his Mariner debut. Throw won't be nearly in time. Lamont Wade comes through for the Mariners in the third inning. And late night Lamont gets it done here in what seems to be the afternoon. Good stuff for the Mariners, clawing back out of that early deficit. And this is hit pretty good for O'Hearn. He gets his second hit of the game. I believe that's his second hit. He might have gotten out the first time, actually, now that I think about it. Brings up Ke'Bryan Hayes. He definitely did get out for the first time of the game. Ke'Bryan Hayes led up the last inning with a single. It's a sinker away.
Counts 1-0.
Mariners have King on the ropes for the second time this game. Can they get something big here? High fastball. Swung on and missed. 1-1 count to Ke'Bryan Hayes, who swings and misses at a good changeup.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good timing on it, though. Surprised that wasn't contact, but I play on timing base hitting, so a lot of it has to do with the skill of Ke'Bryan Hayes. Swing and a miss. So another 2-runner stranded for the Mariners. They do tie the game, though. It's 2-2 as King celebrates off the field as we head to the fourth inning. Logan Gilbert back up here to face Gunnar Henderson, who he struck out on 3 pitches last time up. I believe it was 3, might have been 4.
Ball 1.
Another strike, called a ball. And Logan's starting to get a little bit agitated. You can see it in his face. There's a strike. I mean, everything that's been close has been called a ball. Which kind of limits you to where you can throw pitches. Like that. That ball is absolutely crushed. Way out of here. 114 off the bat for Gunnar Henderson. He hits his first home run of the year. Just as I was saying, it's hard to pitch when the zone is just the middle of the plate. And you can't really get strikes by hitters when they're looking. And Gunnar Henderson is not somebody you can just sneak a middle sinker or a splitter to. He makes them pay. 3-1 Orioles. So they get that run right back. This is eerily similar to the opening day last year. This is poked really hard as well to right field. Robles, slow to get to it. It'll be a double for O'Neill. So, don't know when you start thinking about bullpen. A little early for it, in my opinion, right now. But it's a really impressive swing for Tyler O'Neill as a right-handed hitter to get to that ball and put it 106 oppo. It's fouled off. Very, very similar start to last year. Just remember last year's opening day. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And every time the Mariners would tie it, Gilbert would give up the lead.
That's ball 2.
I mean, that's 3 strikes in this one at-bat right here. I mean, if it's touching the zone, it's a strike. And he's thrown 3 pitches touching the zone in this at-bat. It's fouled off, 2-2. You have to find an inconsistency with the zone, I will say. So that's good, I guess. Beats him up top of the zone. Ball. So now you got another spot here. 3-2. Fouled off. Seems like a big hit for the Orioles is coming as well. I know they just had the home run, but feels like they could maybe get away with something here with maybe a big shot here. Swing and a miss. Really good pitch. Nasty fastball from Logan Gilbert. His 6th of the day. And that was another really, really good pitch. So now I do think you start to think about it. Just in case something goes wrong here. Warm up the two guys who have formerly been starters in their career. So maybe they can go a little bit longer. Brings up Kobe Mayo, who had about a 10-pitch at-bat his last time up. Middle cutter is a bad decision. Got off back-to-back cutters. Gilbert's 0-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. He makes easy work of Mayo the second time around, his 7th strikeout of the day. And we'll bring up Ryan Mountcastle. There is a strike. Is that where the zone is? This is popped. Bloop shot. Runner will come around third. It's so much harder in this new game to throw out runners at home. It used to be way too easy, and now it's way too hard. So they need to kind of fix that. A run scores on a bloop shot to left. And Gilbert's on the ropes here. He struck out 7. His stuff is there. The umpires have not been helping him very much at all. He's got no calls today. Everything's been behind all day. He got another strike to start this at-bat. Yes, I'm complaining about it, but no, I'm not going to change it because it is realistic. Here's a nice curveball. As the Mariners trail by 2 once again. 2-2 count. Throws it again, fouled off. That splitter's been brutally bad for Logan Gilbert today. We'll try to stay away from it. This will end the inning. 2 more runs score. A mammoth tank by Gunnar Henderson, and then a bloop single to score a run. Gilbert walks off the mound in disappointment. Ryan Bliss up. It's inside for a ball. A really good pitch there against King for a 1-1 count. King's pitch count relatively low for the 4th inning and allowing 6 hits so far. He's been able to get out of jams pretty quick. This is the first time today the Mariners have not had a lead runner on. Actually, that's not true. It's not true. The 2nd inning, or the 3rd inning was the same way. Brings up J.P. Crawford, fouls it off. J.P. looked pretty uncompetitive in his last at-bat. It's just not going to be good news if it keeps happening like that for J.P. Crawford. Fouls it off. I mean, the pitch he can handle, middle sinker. Timed it just about decent enough, but
Come on, Seattle.
there's a ball. Only the 7th ball on 42 pitches for Michael King. It's been a bit of a masterclass from him so far, despite all the contact. Another ball. It's a thing that JP tends to do a lot of. Get behind early, and then even up the count late. This is singled into center field for J.P. Crawford. It'll bring up the top of the lineup once again for the Mariners. No shortage of traffic for the Mariners today. The 8 hits already. It feels like the big hits eluded them, even to the end of last year. This is hit pretty good. Will not be dropping. Slider middle. Timed up pretty good, hit pretty good, but straight to a defender. Brings up Julio, who just missed the home run last time up. Fouled off 93. Above the zone. Could have been a strike. Probably would have called it a ball. But Julio behind. 0-1. This is squirted to right field for a base hit. It's the 9th hit for the Mariners today. And still, the big hit eludes them. King stays in the game. 2 outs, 2 on. Cal Raleigh has the RBI today for the Mariners. A RBI today. Fouls that off. It's not a good swing. That's not a good swing. That sinker is very, very deceptive. It feels like it's at the bottom of the zone, but it's not. It's below the zone. Almost every time. This is hit to left field. Cal Raleigh comes through again. This will likely tie the game. This, with a bobble and left, it absolutely will. Cal Raleigh comes through. Mariners tie it again here in the 4th. 3rd RBI for Big Dumper. Really good piece of hitting. And that could do it for King. It will not. That time he does get a sinker in the zone. He puts it in the left. And now Luke Raley up with a chance to take the lead for the Mariners. A lot of work with 2 outs for the Mariners today as well. 3 of their runs have come with 2 outs. See if we can get the other end of the opening day from last year. The heartbreaking loss in opening day last year, 8-4. And that game was way closer than that score indicates. 0-2 to Luke Raley. Fouled off. Just feels like a hit's got to be coming from, like a big hit did not really happen in the Yankee series. Need one here.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's a ball even I won't swing at. 1-2 for King. On the ropes again. Fouled off again. That circle change has almost been exclusively right there. It's actually very impressive. That sinker and that changeup have been bottom right, bottom left. It's fouled off. Another bottom left sinker. And he's been remarkably good at his command today, has Michael King. With especially those 2 pitches. When he's left him in the zone, he struggled. There's another really good changeup. That time, it's in the left side. He gets the strikeout, but Cal Raleigh does tie the game. 10 hits for the Mariners, 4 runs in. Only 5 for the Orioles, 4 runs in. It's been a lot of really soft contact for the Orioles, a lot of really hard contact for the Mariners, but that's baseball. We're tied at 4 apiece here in the 5th. Can Logan get a big inning here? He needs one. He's also on the ropes. I mean, Logan's not by any means had a good start. Yes, he should have gotten that strikeout in the first inning, but since then it's kind of been downhill. That's a nice fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Give it to him again. 0-2.
Ball,
Outside. It's 1-2 to Heston Kierstad.
Ball.
I mean, that's a strike. Once again. Like, I just want one call. 2-2. Another nice pitch, but that time it's fouled off. Now it's hard to know what to go to here. I'm trying. 2-2. Fouled off. And a lot of foul balls. I'm going to look right now. See what we're at. Pitcher analysis. Gilbert, result foul. 30 foul balls for the Orioles today. It's a lot. Way too many. Here's a 2-2 pitch to Kierstad. Swing and a miss. There's a nice splitter for the first time today. He gets his 8K on that pitch. Brings up the top of the lineup for the Orioles. Logan really in need of a big shutdown inning here. Second straight year, he's been in a dogfight early on in an opening day start. And he get the upper hand. He's not really had the upper hand. There's a clear strike called a ball. I mean, that's not even close to a ball. And it allows another base hit up the middle because Logan can't throw anything other than in the middle of the plate. He's not even allowed to. Because if he's throwing it near the zone, it's called a ball. So Logan's being forced to throw pitches in the zone, down the middle for strikes, and they're hitting them. Because of course they are. And that olays Rayleigh. This will likely score a run. Good job by Robles cutting it off. It does save a run. Does that do it? Is that it for Logan right there? He's not tired. He's just getting hit up really hard. I don't know. We'll let him go here. He's definitely not going to be in for any longer than this inning. If he can get out of it. Steps on first. Throws to second. Run scores. Another run for the Orioles. It's their 5th of the game. It's a middle fastball because he's being forced to throw in the middle of the plate. I mean, anything close is a ball, and you just, when you're forced to hedge to the middle of the zone, guys know where to swing the bat. That's fouled off. That's a bad swing. Rayleigh might have had a play there at second to first, but a lot of speed at second, and that'd have been a tough play, and I kind of reacted late. I'll admit it. I was kind of shocked I got an actual double play ball that kind of froze up. 2-2 count. Second straight opening day start for Logan where he's allowed 4 or more runs.
3-2.
Now 3-2 count. This will be it for Logan if he cannot get this out. Grounded to Crawford. Throw on the first. It's not a good start at all, but with the offense hitting the way it is, you hope they're going to get one more shot at it to tie this game. 10 hits for the Mariners, only 4 runs. 7 for the Orioles, 5 runs. Brings up Lamont Wade, who's had a double and a near home run. This is caught at third base. If that's the Orioles, that's blooping in for a base hit, but it's not, so it is what it is. Ryan O'Hearn, 1 for 2. 2 really hard hit balls today for O'Hearn. This is down the line, base hit. This will be a double for Ryan O'Hearn. Hops the wall quickly. In comes the ball. 1 out double. And that will likely do it for Michael King, I feel. That will keep him in for Brian Hayes. Another bottom left sinker.
Ball 1, no strike.
It's going to bounce away from Rutschman. No tag on that. 1-0. One of the rare times today that the Mariners have been ahead in the count. Maybe only the second or third time. Fouled off. 1-1. Can Brian get the hit here to tie the game? Swing and a miss. Thought maybe that was going to be the right of the zone. Maybe poke it in the right, but way too outside. 1-2. Fouled off sinker. Wasn't really looking sinker there, so late on it. Especially sinker that middle. Usually he's been throwing it not that middle. Revolutionary sentence I've just said. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Same strikeout before for Hayes. His second straight on that exact pitch, on that exact spot. That's way harder to see than it looks like. That's a very bad swing, obviously. I'm not excusing that, but it did not look like it was a ball. Of course, I'm playing on a very tiny computer screen, so it's much harder for me when I'm doing this. "1-0 for Bliss. He pokes it. We're going to try to score a run here. It's be close to the plate. Be safe. Ryan Bliss has tied the game. Oh, that's some risky base running, but he was running the whole way on it. Good grief, another 2-out run for the Mariners. I mean, this is a crazy game. Just barely in ahead of the tag, and that will do it. Both starters give up 5 runs on opening day, and the bullpen for the Orioles is the first one deployed. Give up 12 hits right there. Shelby Miller comes in, and JP will have the platoon advantage here.
Let's go, Mariners!
This is up the middle. And he'll step on the bag and throw the first double play. So J.P. Crawford grounds into a double play to end the inning, but the game is once again tied. Cowser, Mayo, Mountcastle. I would think about maybe keeping him out, but he's been getting lit up, so we're not going to. We're going to bring in Luke Weaver, the newest signee for the Mariners. We need a shutdown inning. 76 games last season, 99 innings, a 2.73 ERA, nearly a whip under 1. And he was fantastic in the spring. Only gave up 1 run in about 16 innings. Fastball there. Fouled off by Cowser. Weaver, a guy we can deploy for multiple innings at a time. He was a former starter. Former Mariner as well. But that was before he really became an elite reliever. I believe it was 2023 that he was a Mariner. Maybe 2022. But he was not very good in his short time in Seattle before finding a role with the Yankees and really finding his fastball and his knuckle curveball combination. He gets Colton Cowser. Here comes Kobe Mayo, who's 0 for 2. Really good first at bat. He saw 9 pitches, and in the second at bat, he only saw 3 pitches. 1-0 on a pitch that could have been called a strike. Story of my life in this game. This is fouled off. It'll be 1-1. The only thing is, y'all know how much I love sliders, and Weaver does not have one. Really need to deploy that cutter more as a slider than him having a slider. Luckily, it does kind of move like that, and he gets a swing like it is. Strike 3. Luke Weaver goes back-to-back to start his tenure as a Mariner. Well, restart his tenure as a Mariner. He gets Kobe Mayo swinging. Brings up Ryan Mountcastle. Strike. Above the zone. Actually, a good call. 1-1 count to Mountcastle. It'll be 1-2 now. Do it again. Why not? Just a bit outside. It is a slider-esque pitch. So I don't hate it. 2-2. Hit it. Center field. Base hit for Mountcastle. And a runner on here for the Orioles. Won't be taking him out. Not going to take him out. But we will start warming up Ejiro Morejon, who last year was unhittable, basically, for both the Padres and the Mariners. Brings up Adley Rutschman. Strike called. Of course, no matter who we'd bring in, Adley would have the platoon advantage on. He's a switch hitting catcher, which is quite nuts. But Cal Raleigh is as well. And Cal Raleigh has 3 RBIs today. See if Adley can get 2 here with 1 swing.
Nope,
that's close. It's another ball. Another pitch that's right in the zone, basically. And called a ball. 2-1. Fouled it off. It's really hard to pitch when you have to throw middle of the plate. 2-2. It's a ball. That one was a ball, though. 3-2. This is hit. Foul at the very worst. Or caught at the very best. Ryan O'Hearn makes the play in left. He's been pretty bad out there today, but he does get the out there. Top of the lineup up for Seattle, including the man of the hour, Cal Raleigh, with 3 RBIs today, batting third. See if he can get more and give the Mariners a much-needed lead. Shelby Miller came in, got 1 pitch double play last time up. Leclerc, who we saw last year in opening day, which is funny enough, and then Keegan Aiken, who is not a very good pitcher, so either way, I think we have the advantage to either one of those guys. Shelby Miller is such a funky pitcher, though. A lot of ground balls against him. This is hit weirdly into foul territory. Broken bat, and play is made. And we'll bring up Julio Rodriguez, who's 2 for 2 with 2 singles, or 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Just missed the home run his second time up. Barely. Slider's fouled off. Good timing on it, though. 0-1 to Julio.
Aye.
That's a really good slider.
0-2 is the count.
0-2. That is fouled off. And the 0-2 again. We'll do it one more time. 3-pitch pitcher.
1 ball.
Slider
2
uncompetitive. That splitter's really good for Shelby Miller. That's where he gets a lot of his ground balls. That is inside. 2-2. Don't ask me how I've swung and missed at the last 2 sinkers to Brian Hayes, but didn't swing at that.
3-2.
It's high. 3-2. Full count. First full count all day for the Mariners. I'm almost certain. Fouled off. Probably was a ball, low-key, with this umpire, but I'm not going to risk it, because I might lose my mind if that's called a strike against us. 3-2. This is hit pretty good to the gap. Get down. No, not good enough. That's hit a little bit harder, maybe a little bit more on time. Might have been a gap double, but he's just late on it. Brings up Cal Raleigh, who's 2 for 3 with 3 RBI. This hit really good, but right to Gunnar. Henderson makes the play. Throws him off the bag. That's a second error, and I know the first inning wasn't an error, but it really was, and that one absolutely was. Truly a disastrous game at shortstop for Gunnar Henderson. It brings up Luke Raley with the hit today. Fouls it off. Oh, man. Middle, 93. He's just barely late on it. Fouls it off. Had a big double earlier on that allowed a run to score. He scored on that. 0-2.
Ball 1.
It's a ball. This is hit too high in the air. Play made in right field. So Cal Raleigh gets on via error, but 3 outs recorded fairly easily for Shelby Miller as we head to the 7th inning. And we'll keep in Luke Weaver. Actually, he's at 19 pitches. Okay, we'll let him do one more at-bat. I didn't know he was at that many pitches. Let him do one more batter here. Let him bat the 9-hitter. Or face the 9-hitter, and then we'll move on. Did not know he was at that many pitches. That is a lot. Once again, he was a starter, but he will be relieving, so we need him more than just a few times a week. We'll need him like 4 times a week. 0-2. Really nice curveball there. Had a lot of movement on it. Throw it again. Why not? 1-2. In the dirt. 2-2. First time he's thrown the changeup today, and now it's a full count. The Kierstad, sorry. 3-2. Fouled off. 3-2. Popped up O'Hearn. In to make the play, and that'll be another out for Luke Weaver. And we will bring in Adrian Morihone here. Luke Weaver looked good. Got 4 outs. Brings up Morihone, who pitched to a 1.73 ERA last year. Was pretty bad in the postseason, however. So, see if he can capture more of that form he showed in the regular season. He was really good down the stretch for the Mariners as well. Didn't close out a lot of games, but got a lot of holds towards the end of the year. Really good pitch there. It's that combination. He's got a really good combination of fastball, slider, changeup. He's really good against left-handed batters. As you see right there, that is a filthy, filthy slider. He gets Holiday on 3 pitches. Brings up Westberg. He's got pitches to play against right-handers as well. But this game obviously ain't over. We're going to warm up Seawald as well. No, Brash can pitch. We don't need to pitch Seawall today at all. We'll warm up Munoz, and then we'll see what we need to do with Gabe Spire in the ninth. But need to get out of this inning no matter what.
Ball 2.
Another sinker just below the zone. Both pitches have just barely missed right there. Rightfully so. 3-0 now. Don't want to give Gunnar Henderson a chance to guy on. 3-0. There's a strike. Right back in the count. 3-1. There's a strike. Be 3-2, and the crowd gets on their feet. Ooh, just way inside. You're just not even close. Brings up Gunnar Henderson. At least it's a left-handed batter.
That's a strike. That's a ball.
It's a ball, actually. That one's actually probably a ball. I wish there was framing in the show. I would like for there to be a framing stat, and where catchers frame better than others. I think that'd be interesting. Oh, I mean, he's close to chasing on that, and it wasn't even close. See the plan here against Gunnar Henderson. Don't give him anything close. You're okay walking him here. If you need to. 2-2. Pass or slider outside. 3-2. Ball again. No chase. Morihone walks back-to-back batters with 2 outs. Brings up Tyler O'Neill. And this will bring in Matt Brash. So Morihone gets 2 outs. Walks 2. Brings in somebody who has issues with walks at times, but also has filthy stuff. And when he's hitting it and when he's locating it, he's the most unhittable pitcher in the league. And you've heard me say that before, and I'll say it again. Matt Brash is the filthiest, most disgusting pitcher in the MLB. Now, he sometimes doesn't know where the pitches are going. And right now, that's about the case. He's got 2-0 here. He does get the strike there. Just need an inning here. Need an inning, boys. 2-1. Strike. Fouled off. It's that slurve that's his best pitch. And he gets him on it! He is nasty. We stretch here in Seattle. Is that our thumbnail? I guess. There's a lot of options. If you're new to the channel, we do thumbnails live. So I want you to see what I see when I'm making thumbnails. I think it's that. I think it is that. It's either that or Cal. But you know the good thing is? The good thing is, I can do both. I can take a picture of both those guys. It was a rally double. Really nice piece of hitting by Cal. Puts it the other way. 2 runs will come home for the Mariners. And see if we can get a celebration here. Nice. Nice. Give me that. Give me that. Perfection. As well as this. As well as this. Bro, get the freaking screenshot out of the way. I don't care. I know I screenshotted it. Stupid game. And then give me that strikeout from Brash as well. That was pretty hype. This is a filthy, filthy pitch from Matt Brash, by the way. Just utterly ridiculous. The movement on it. Look at it go. It's gone. It's not a strike anymore. Now, granted, the last few thumbnails have been pitchers, but this is a pretty sick thumbnail, dude. Back to the game. That was our 7th inning stretch. 7th inning thumbnail making. Brings up Keegan Aiken versus Lamont Wade. You know the contact that Lamont Wade brings against lefties, 95. He doesn't hit for any power against left-handed pitching. But if we can get a single here, start the inning off well, I'll take it. Slider puts it just foul. Yes, that was barely English. Swing and a miss. Keegan Aiken gets a 3-pitch strikeout. Brings up Ryan O'Hearn, who we might look to sub here for Dylan Moore. Put Dylan Moore in at left. Former Gold Glover. And somebody that's been pretty good in his career against the lefties, or righties. Lefties, sorry. But that is a quick out. Brings up Brian Hayes. Who would have thought Keegan Aiken would give us the most issue out of anyone today? That's right to him. 1-2-3 inning. Very quick for Keegan Aiken. Why can't we have one of those? Matt Brash will stay out here. Gotta get 3 more outs. You just don't know how much I just want a quick inning. Everything's been tough today. 100 for Brash. I didn't even notice until Cal started really freaking out about it. 0-2. Just too high. Slurve here. He got him. He swung. I mean, are you joking? It has been the most ridiculous opening day I've ever seen in terms of umpiring. The league should be embarrassed. He gets the strikeout anyway. 100 by Matt Brash. He brings up Kobe Mayo, 0 for 3. He's looked kind of lost at times, but we know the talent he possesses. Don't need to take him lightly at all.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Fouls off the sinker. 1-2 count. Give him another one. I mean, he's been truly incredible so far. We'll start warming up not Munoz. Well, Munoz as well, but Spire, who is the closer nowadays. This is grounded. Brian Hayes, easy play. There's the inning we needed. 1, 2, 3 for Matt Brash. We head to the 8th. Bottom 8. Bottom of the lineup up plus Victor Robles. Brings up Jose Leclerc. We know what he brings. He brings a slider, he brings a fastball. Changeup is good at times for Leclerc. This hit to right field by Bliss, who has an RBI today, but pops it up to right. He's been aggressive early on in counts today, has Ryan Bliss. Brings up J.P. Crawford. Fouls it off. We just need JP to drive that. I mean, that's not a bad timing swing. He's just not really got anything with the bat. Pops this one up in the infield. Catch made by Westberg, and the crowd is letting the Mariners hear it. The offense has gone quiet. And like I said, I really don't want to face Felix Bautista at all. I would really rather not. Grounds it to third. Westberg, easy play on the first. He's not going to make an error like his partner. 1-2-3 inning for the Orioles once again as we go to the 9th inning. It is Rutschman, Kierstad, and Holiday. I mean, he's at 16 pitches, man. Like, I know it's not realistic to keep him in for 2 innings, so we will bring in Munoz, but I would love to have kept him in right there. But we'll see if Munoz is better than last year, because he really, really struggled last year, like, badly. We've used most of our bullpen today because it was just a bad start from Logan. Unfortunate timing, and then it would have been better if what's his face? Morihone did not give up 2 walks in that inning. And now we got to think about Paul Sewell pitching anyway. We were talking about maybe that not happening, but I mean, everybody we're signing is coming in clutch here. And this is with 2 innings pitched by Weaver, basically. With basically 2 innings pitched by Brash. We're still having to use just about everybody. Brings up Kierstad. 0 for 3, but anything's possible here. With the problems that Munoz had last year locating. And pitching in the ninth was a big bugaboo all year for him. 2-2. Fouls it off. It's a really bad-looking swing, but he gets contact with it. Lowe's pitch fouled off. Or not fouled off, just a ball. 3-2. Down the middle, fouls it off. Got to be careful with that. It's not a high IQ pitch at all. Middle, 98. 3-2. Oh my goodness, he froze him right down the pipe. I mean, playing with fire on back-to-back pitches. And now it's Jackson Holiday. Strike. Thank you. Was on the pitch anyway, but it definitely was not on the swing. Of course, everyone knows the glitch in MLB The Show that if the guy swings, it's a ball, and if he doesn't swing, it's a strike. The code is backwards. 0-2. You picked Andres Munoz. Okay, let's win this game. It'll be CNL Perez versus Julio Rodriguez. Flicks it out. Right field. The winning run is on here in the ninth inning. Julio's third double of the game, and it's his worst hit of the game. Third single, not third double. That's not even close to a strike. Julio wanted it. We know Julio swings early and counts anyway. My goodness. Oh, Cal. Of all the pitches you've hit today, fouls it off. 2 back-to-back meatballs. Cal has just missed on both. Inside. 1-2. That hits him. Mariners in business here. There's no reason to run Cal. Why would we pitch run Cal when 1 run wins the game and it's Julio? All right. Luke Raley against a right-handed hitter or pitcher. We'll bring in Kike now. Look, I did just see a pitch already, but whatever. We'll move on. We'll act like I didn't see a pitch. We'll act like he threw a strike to Kike, because that's a strike to Kike anyway. 0-1 for Kike Hernandez. His first game as a Mariner. Hits it. That'll be just the one. Just the one. Runner over the third. Productive out for Kike Hernandez. It brings up late night Lamont. I mean, is there anyone better in this spot? He was known for walking games off with the Giants for years. They called him Late Night Lamont. He gets a swing and a miss there on the slider. Maybe a bit too swing happy there. Doesn't help my controller's vibrating like crazy. He hits this one on the ground. Steps on first. Game it over. They didn't have a play. Lamont Wade wins the game. Open day 1 for the Mariners. It's Lamont Wade who does it late. I mean, it's not a great swing, and it's grounded to first, but it's such a weird pitch, and Kike's in rotation already anyway, and Cal and Julio's running home, so you don't really have a play anywhere. It's just good enough to walk the game off for the Mariners. I wish my screen would stop showing that. I know I uploaded it to Xbox Next Week. The Mariners win opening day. Oh my goodness, absolute cinema. Andres Munoz gets the win. We eat through the entire bullpen, basically. But, oh my goodness, if that isn't my favorite game we've played in the series yet. We beat the Orioles, and we beat the umpires. Oh my goodness, and I'm not even going to sim anymore today. That's going to be it. I don't want to end on a downer of us losing this series. I want to win, and I want to be done. We won the game, 6-5, 13 hits. Everyone contributed, it felt like. It felt like everyone did. I mean, RBIs for Cal, Lamont, Ryan Bliss, doubles for Riley and Rayleigh and O'Hearn. And Gilbert was not good, but the bullpen came together and gave us 4 innings of shutout, one-hit ball. They also struck out 16 Orioles as a whole. The bullpen struck out 8 Orioles. I mean, they just pitched out of their minds. Yeah, Morejon walked 2, and yeah, Weaver gave up a hit. But man, it just felt like the pitching was on point today, and the Orioles, they kind of gave it away early in this game. They had a lead of 2 runs twice, and both times the Mariners were able to respond in kind, get 2 runs back. The Orioles took a 5-1 lead in the 5th, but then the Mariners scored again in the 9th inning. Like I said, let's rewatch that play because it wasn't a really well hit ball, and really, I don't think he had to play anywhere. He had to play it first, but this isn't hitting the air. Like, if this was hitting the air, right, he just steps on first. But Kike's moving on pitch. Like, on the pitch, Kike's moving in the spot. And y'all can go ahead and leave the video if you want. Y'all don't have to see this, but I like it. Like, this is not, like, Kike's already moving now. And the shortstop's kind of in. So no one's there to make the double play. So you step on second or first, and you don't have a chance at this double play. This is not a possible. Like, now he'd be throwing the ball. Like, he'd now be putting it in his hands, throw the ball. Kike is safe anywhere. You have no way of getting it home to Julio because it's on the roll here. You're having to backhand it. Maybe you have a play at home, but it's a tough play at home. It's really a no-win situation at all for Ryan Mountcastle. Now, he probably should have thrown it to second, but he kind of just takes the loss. And the Mariners win the game. It's Lamont Wade coming through in the 9th inning like he's done time and time and time and time again. Look at this. Look at the crowd, dude. Look at the crowd, man. The Mariners get the win on opening day. It feels good to win a game for once in this series. Mariners win 6-5. Start the season off. The 5s are high, higher than maybe they've ever been. The Mariners get the win 6-5. It's a 4-game set. We will come back next episode and we will play the Yankees. Because last year, of course, we lost in the playoffs to the Yankees, and then we'll probably past April into May, and then maybe face a team like the Indians, or the team like the Diamondbacks, or a team like the Texas Rangers. By the way, I meant to say Guardians. Whoops. Maybe in Fenway. We played in Fenway last year, though. I don't know. Maybe face Kyle Schwarber, who we tried to sign. He's a Twin now. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Or maybe we wait to see the Yankees in June. I don't know. We'll see. If y'all enjoyed the video, please leave a like. Comment down below what you want to see next here in this series. Do we play the Yankees? Do we play the Cardinals? Do we go on to face the Houston Astros? Do we try and go to play Trout in LA, or maybe the Padres? But I don't know. A lot of options. But the thing that matters today is the Mariners get the 1-0 win, or not the 1-0 win, the 6-5 win to go 1-0 here in the show. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you all next time.